Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, dogs, and cats, and welcome back to Comintern Level Up. Today we're here again in our Road to 56 AI only game. Holy shit. If you guys remember last time, the Italians and the Axis started invading Turkey from the coast. They want to take over Turkey and the Stop It Pact because remember, Turkey created some faction with, actually now including Afghanistan. I didn't even realize that. It has Iraq, Iran, Afghanistan, and Turkey. So they're actually at war with the Axis now. There are only a few countries left in sort of this area of Europe that are not in a faction. Yugoslavia and Romania are both independent, and actually Switzerland is independent too, but that's sort of to be expected. We'll probably see a Yugoslavia that joins the Allies in the end, but it'll probably just usually when in this game, I see a lot of the time that this that this Yugoslavia in this mod usually just submits to territorial demands. So like it'll usually just submit Slovenia. It'll usually submit a lot of stuff to Italy and stuff. And Hungary. Hungary demands a lot from Yugoslavia as well. So we might see Yugoslavia just submitting. But Romania will probably it depends what's here. It looks like they're 90% fascist, 18.8, 18.9. Oh, they're going fascism really fast, like extremely fast. So we're going to see most likely fascist Romania. This is probably going down. Yep, this is going down. So Democratic is going down. So Romania has a chance of actually joining the Axis unless, you know, something happens to them beforehand. And the Axis... Oh, shit. Well, there you go. I was just about to say the Axis is probably going to end up going to war with the Comintern. The Comintern is looking strong because it has France. Oh, shit. And the Axis are actually invading mainland Britain. I did not even see that. But the Soviet Union have declared war on Phalanges Poland. So actually the Soviets made the first move. And we'll have to see. There is not a very big German defense here. So we're going to see a large Soviet advance into Poland here. So they're calling all their troops. Yep. The Soviets are making their moves extremely fast. This is going to be quick moving in here. The Italians are going to have to fight the communist French. They usually do okay, but we might not see that this time. Here come the Italians because they are fighting the Turks down here. The Turkeys. Jeez. But we could see, you know, sort of their war with the Allies end fairly fast if the Germans are able to actually capture Britain. Jeez, hold on. I need to click on a different country or something because all of these improved relations are there's a lot of them. So yeah, because the Comintern is actually the aggressor in this, they are the French are actually the ones that launched the attack over the French-Italian border instead of the Italians. So we could see a really good game for the Comintern. That'd be pretty cool to see, actually, in my opinion. I'd like to see the Comintern attack the Stop It Pact as well. So it kind of just creates like this war. Everyone's fighting everyone. It doesn't matter which side you're on, you're fighting all the other sides. The Germans are launching their attack on the northern border of France, and looks like they're doing an okay job. There are more French here, but it looks like they're losing. We'll have to see kind of what happens if the Germans can hold the Russians off for just long enough to actually capitulate France and Britain, and they've captured London. They've capitulated Britain. It's over. They have... Oh, Japan took 31 states from... Oh my god, wow. Japan took a lot of land from Britain. Holy shit. They took a bunch of Africa and shit. I guess because they're in their own factions, so they were able to do more. That's cool. We might see a really strong Japan too. I'm excited for that. Shit. Now all we need to do is have Japan go to war with the Comintern for this to happen. So I'm going to take over this French territory here. But German Reich took 32 states as well, so they took a lot of Africa. They took this little bit. They have a lot in the New World now. Japan has a New World peace. They have Belize. Germany has, you know, what is this? Suriname and Guyana, and then a bunch of islands. Holy shit. What the fuck happened to America? Hold on, guys. We must have missed something here. I'm gonna click this button, and oh, okay, it's not as bad as I thought. So there's the Communist States of America is in a full civil war with the U.S. Actually, so which one's the attacker here? Attacker is the United States. So what happened was America turned communist, then had a civil war to bring back Franklin Delano Roosevelt. So America is having its second civil war. Communists versus the United States. The Mexican opposition is a thing too. I don't know what the opposition means. They have their own tree now, I'm pretty sure. Actually, it looks like Mexico doesn't have their own tree. That's weird. That's weird that they don't. Or maybe they do. I'm just missing something here. Ah, okay, well, we're seeing that happen. America is in a full-fledged civil war, so America will not be able to help what's going on out here. So one of these countries in the old world is going to do really good. One of the factions, I mean, because America is having a hard time. Japan also took Newfoundland. Holy shit, and Labrador. That's insane. Japan is a crazy colonial power now. The Soviets are closing in on Phalangist Poland, which is pretty much just Lithuania. They've also taken Latvia, by the way. That was silent. I didn't get a message for that, so I actually missed that. But they have taken. I think they just demanded Latvia, and Latvia submitted. So, and Germans declared war on Denmark. We'll have to see what Denmark joins, unless they're already in a faction. They are not in a faction. We'll see what they join here in a sec. It'd be interesting. They can't join the Allies because the Allies were dissolved. German direct declared war on Norway. There could be a northern faction that rises. Sometimes that happens. Sweden is close to Svereich. Republic of Finland. I don't know what they changed their name to. I think it's just like a Finnish thing that I can't pronounce. So the Japanese they're crushing China at this point. Is this country in no, there's still the independent Guangxi Republic. If I'm even saying that right. Germany looks like took Hong Kong. So Germany has Hong Kong. Another cool thing about this mod is Portugal. Portugal ends up doing their own thing as well. They can kind of go for like a reconstruction of the Portuguese Empire with Brazil and stuff. They create their own faction sometimes, or they go fully fledged war against them to annex them. We'll see what happens with it, but for now, we're gonna focus on. Let's see if the Axis can survive this onslaught of a communist invasion against them. So they have taken quite a bit of land in northern France. This is kind of looking like where they got in World War I. Like they reached about here, and then this was just the stalemate line. But it'll always change, so we'll see where that goes. And then the communists, I think, outnumber still. Communist States of America joined the Comintern. Wow. Okay. So that's what's going to happen there. I can't really tell who's winning. I think it's pretty much a tie over in America. Republican Spain joined the Soviet Union. So Republican Spain is also, oh man, in the Comintern. That's really bad for the Axis because that's just going to stretch. That's going to give a ton more troops to the French on this front. So Germany is, I'm surprised they're doing as good as they are. And having Denmark to deal with up here, like that was a bad idea. Because now you can have a few, all it takes would be a few Denmark divisions to walk down here, which it looks like they're doing, and just take Berlin, and then you're eventually going to fall. But they're doing okay in France. I think the French troops are just not as good as the German troops, so that must be why they're outnumbered, but still kicking ass. They are slowly being pushed back over here, though. They have put a lot of troops over here, but I think the communists still have more. We'll have to see where that goes. They're definitely not, pushing into the Soviet Union at all. Let's see what's going on down here in Turkey. Shit. So Bulgaria has taken full control of Istanbul. The Italians are still along the coast. They've pushed deeper into the coast, but it looks like Turkey will not be surviving too much longer. Iraq and Iran and I guess Afghanistan are probably going to be next. We'll have to see. Shit. So we're seeing a lot of changes already, and it's only 1940, especially in Africa, and Asia as well. Oh, China. I guess if they lose like this last main city, they'll probably die. This one doesn't matter because this is a minor nation. Mangukau is really huge. It's bigger now. Great Mongolian State. I'm kind of sad, Mongolia, that you're not like doing your own thing. We could check where they're actually at on this tree. They've gone all the way down this. Retake Central Mongolia. Yeah, they could have gone down the Revive the Fallen Empire and then done that, but you know what, Mongolia? It's okay. I'm a little disappointed, but you do you, okay, Mongolia? So what does this mean for like Canada and South Africa and stuff? They're their own countries now. Do the Allies still exist, but just like a smaller version of the Allies? Sometimes that'll happen. Oh shit, the American Union faction is now a thing too. So the American Union, which is fully democratic. The American Union sounds fascist to me just because in Kaiserreich the American Union is a fascist country that rises out of the South. But looks like they're preparing for a European war right now. No, you should not be doing that, Franklin. That's not a good idea. Second Brazilian Republic. They are fully democratic, or I mean, about half democratic. But the democratic people are in control. Shit. Brazil, doing pretty good. The British Empire is actually invading, which is a puppet of the Germans, are invading the French Commune over here in Southeast Asia. They're invading Cambodia and Vietnam and Laos. It kind of sucks that Japan's not at war with Comintern yet. I think it's a good idea though that they're not, because they need to finish their war with China first before they actually go to war with the Comintern, because then there's going to be a huge front up here that Japan's going to need to put all their troops on. But yeah, the Japanese army is pretty big. Let's check on it actually. Only 103 divisions. Well, they are dependent on a lot of their puppets. We can check here, like this one has 15 to 30. Oh man, so the French have just capitulated. That is big for Germany. That means that they could have a comeback here. They can put all these troops over to more important areas, and there's going to be a lot of Soviet divisions that are going to die down here. They're all going to get surrounded and killed. Italy ended up not dying in this. It looked for a while like the French were going to push down into Italy, but that never happened. The Germans actually capitulated France, and now they're going to be working on Republic in Spain. So this is why I thought it was cool that Republic in Spain won, because that was going to change up the war. And this is exactly how it was going to change the war, or actually how it changed the war. So, Battle for Marseille right now. There's still a lot of Russians in France, mostly just southern France, but they're all gonna. If they can capture this coast here before they kill these guys, then they could definitely kill a lot of Russians and Spanish too, actually. Denmark's doing really good, or I mean, you know, good as they can for what they are. But now the Germans are gonna come back and probably kill them all, just because the only reason they were able to do that good was, you know, they were caught up on a bunch of other fronts. Turkey just capitulated, or I guess maybe they didn't. Looks like they did. The Germans, Italians, and Bulgarians are splitting up Turkey right now, and are actually attacking into the French Commune in Syria as well. So the French are still alive in a few places. Let's check on Scotland and Ireland. So Scotland only has like 3 divisions. Ireland has about 9, but Ireland does or can go down some cool paths. It looks like they are changing nothing, so everything's staying the same in Ireland. But let's check on what they're doing. So they've done mobilize the Irish defenses and all this stuff. Are they going to be retaking the northern parts? United Ireland. This gives them a claim on Northern Ireland. So they've done island defenses, all this stuff. They are our people. Shit. Plan W or our way. Plan W, they don't get Northern Ireland back. And this down here, they haven't done any of this yet. I guess they've done... Did they do democratic? No. They can still go down communism or fascism. So they're going to do one of those, and then they're going to start actually joining this war. We can check on Scotland, though. I'm not sure what Scotland has been doing. Scotland's tree is, I think, a lot different. The king defends Scotland. There's got to be like a tree where they just like take over Britain or something. That'd be pretty sweet. Reunite the kingdoms. Yeah, unification with the United Kingdom, except the United Kingdom does not exist. So we might see Scotland. Yeah, they haven't aligned with the Axis, so that must mean they haven't aligned with the Comintern as well. So we'll see these guys joining the war in a bigger way eventually, just not probably within a couple years here. Another really strong country is British Raj. British Raj is extremely strong. 50 divisions, 65 factories. So British Raj, it's on its own, could do a lot of damage to, let's say, Japan. So the Sabada Pact just died. Italy took 14 states. German Reich took 18 states. I wish. Jeez. Iraq was annexed. Iranian Communist Authority was annexed. Neo-Ottoman Empire was puppeted. New Afghan Conte was puppeted. Okay, so this is a Italian puppet. All this is Italy here. This is a Bulgarian puppet. Okay. So Germany didn't take any of the puppets. They just went for full annexation of this area. Man, the Axis looking strong. But they did just open a new front for themselves with the Soviets. I don't know if that's a good thing, because they can just reallocate all these troops to right here and push up into Stalingrad. And I think pretty much all of the Soviets' troops are right here right now and right here. So this could be a really good thing for the Germans. Reorganized nationalist China is giant. It's so big. It's bigger than normal China at this point. Oh, shit. Okay, the king just rose out of Manchukuo joined Chinese nationalists. Chinese United Front. Japan declared war on Manchukuo. Oh, shit. This country just declared itself... Wait. I'm confused. We gotta see here. Okay. No, this is not Manchukuo. This is the Qing dynasty. It's trying to come back. It's probably just gonna... Oh, it has 2 divisions. Yeah, it's gonna die extremely fast. It has no chance. That's cool, though. The king tried to rise out of this. Tried to come back. But it looks like now it's probably just gonna be fully annexed into Japan after this. Can these Japanese units even move? That would be bad if they could not, but hopefully they can. I don't know, that might distract Japan for a little while in order for China to reorganize, hold this capital. If they lose this, I think they're dead. We can actually check that, actually. Let's check. Japanese-Chinese war. China is only 75% towards capitulation. They might be able to suffer that loss, too. China has probably lost more, people. Actually... Yeah, it looks like Japan has definitely lost more troops. Just the addition of all these. We can check some other wars as well. Let's check the... This is a civil war going on. American Civil War, we should check the 102,000 Americans and then 112,000 communist Americans. Along with the Comintern that have lost 0. But yeah, so it looks like the communists have lost just a little bit more. But the U.S. is more towards capitulation. They've lost pretty much the entire West Coast and sort of mountain states, but they're gaining control back over the South and like Wisconsin, Iowa, Missouri, and Arkansas. All this area they're gaining control back over. Okay, look, Oman joined the American Union. So Oman is America's ally. Nice. Costa Ponte. Corporatist Honduras. There's some shit going on down here in Central America, boys. Republic of El Salvador, Corporatist Honduras, International Nicaragua. So this one, Nicaragua is very communist. Honduras is very fascist. Costa Rica is half fascist, half democratic. Panama is fully fascist. That's a cool Panama flag. Patriotic Communal Panama. Okay. And then the Mexican opposition, which is fully democratic. Cuba, Haiti, Dominican Republic. Germany controls Jamaica. I'm sure the Jamaicans are loving that. And actually, it looks like most of the islands that were in the Caribbean that that were given to the Axis were actually owned by the Italians, but it looks like the Soviet Union has been island hopping and America has been island hopping just a little bit, which is kind of cool. Okay, the Germans are now winning the war against the Soviets. As you can see, they've pushed far past where they got pushed back. They've taken pretty much the whole of the Ukraine. They're in Crimea now. They're doing good. We'll see what Romania is doing. Did Romania join the Axis yet? No, but they have quite the army that could help the Germans. They are pretty fascist, 40%. But I would be surprised if, you know, because they don't have to work together with those Hungarians. The Hungarians were just bossing them around earlier. I'm also surprised Republican Spain has not fallen yet either, and you know the Axis hasn't pushed through this line yet. But I think it's, you know, it's probably mostly just the Italians that are going to need to do this. Oh shit, they did just surround a bunch of units here. Was that a nuke? Did I just see a nuke? Maybe I missaw that. Maybe I didn't. I was just seeing things. I'm just seeing things, guys. I'm going crazy. And they still haven't dealt with Denmark yet. But there are Norwegians here. A lot of Norwegians. They might have formed a faction together that I didn't notice. Nope, they did not. So Norway and Denmark are working together, but they're not in a faction. This is what America looks like now. The West is a democratic, and the East is in the Comintern. And the Far East is actually under control of Danny DeVito. So, there you go. That's what's happening in America, folks. It's split into 3 countries. And we'll have to see how this goes. Let's see if the West Coast can win or the East Coast can win. Probably at this point in time in history, the East Coast will probably win, but we'll have to see. The West Coast is pushing in. I think they are taking land. The king is kind of holding a little bit. Or is it Ching? I might totally be saying it wrong. I say king because it just looks like it says king, but maybe it's Ching. You guys gotta let me know. I think it's Ching, actually. I'm sorry for saying it wrong, guys. Jeez. But the Qing are holding here just a little bit. The Japanese have taken back most of the territory. And it looks like it'll be annexed afterwards unless they puppet it in the peace deal. But we'll have to see, boys. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. If you liked this episode, make sure to leave a like, favorite, and subscribe if you're new. Let me know who you guys think will win in the comments. If you think Japan's faction will end up somehow coming out on top of this world, or if you think the Comintern is going to win, if you think the Axis is doing good, let me know. Both the Comintern and the Axis have done better than I thought they were going to do. You know, the fall of England that early is definitely a big deal, and America being in a full-fledged civil war split into 3 countries is huge. Japan not, you know, losing very hard to China, although they are starting to be at a stalemate. It kind of looks like they did just redirect a bunch of troops up to Manchuria, so that's definitely holding them back. But yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure to leave a like, favorite, and subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you guys all next time.